We're told that life is linear, graduate, get a job, climb the career ladder, retire. But what happens when things don't go according to plan? What happens when you feel like the world has changed around you, but you're still trying to keep up? It's called reinvention, and it's one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. But it's also one of the hardest. Aging is a strange thing. At first, it's a number you just don't think about. But then one day, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and the face staring back at you doesn't look the same as it did 10 years ago. It's not just the wrinkles, the graying hair, or the lines. It's the quiet realization that time is passing, that all those dreams you put off for later are now looking a lot like never. We don't talk about aging enough. We don't talk about how it feels to see our bodies change, our energy dip, and how those things affect the way we see ourselves. What people don't warn you about aging is how visible you become. When you're younger, you fade into the crowd, but as you age, you feel more exposed. Like you're standing on a stage where everyone can see your flaws, but not your story. Aging isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's about navigating that place where youth becomes a memory and the future feels uncertain. But here's the thing they don't tell you. You don't have to feel irrelevant when you get older. In fact, this is the time to claim your voice, to redefine yourself. Aging can be a time of freedom. Freedom to explore new passions. Freedom to drop the weight of expectations. Freedom to start over. But it takes courage, because it's scary to start something new when you're older. And then, there's the career shift. If you're over 40, or even in your early 30s, you've probably wondered at some point, is this the right job for me? The pressure to have everything figured out by a certain age is real, but the truth is, life rarely works like that. People who've spent decades in one career suddenly find themselves questioning their choices, wondering if they should make a change. The traditional idea of a career, the one where you stay in one job for 30 years, is starting to seem like a relic of the past. In today's world, career shifts have become more common, and with that comes a sense of freedom and fear. The freedom to explore new careers, new passions, and new opportunities, but also the fear of starting over. Many of us fear that if we change careers, we're somehow giving up, that it's a sign of failure, or that we've missed the boat. But I'm here to tell you this. Career shifts are not failures. They are reinventions. They are chances to pivot, to adapt, and to grow. If you've spent years in a job that no longer feels fulfilling, you're allowed to change your path. It's never too late to go after something that excites you, that makes you feel alive. And yes, there will be fear, but the greatest regret will not be the risk you took, it will be the chance you didn't take. Reinvention is where the magic happens. It's where you get to wipe the slate clean. It's where you decide that your story isn't over just because you're older, or because you've spent 10 years in a job you don't love anymore. Reinvention is the art of becoming who you were always meant to be, but maybe didn't have the courage to be before. It's about tapping into your potential, even when you feel like the world is telling you it's too late. When I talk about reinvention, I'm talking about more than just changing your career. I'm talking about changing your mindset, your goals, and even the way you see yourself. Reinvention is uncomfortable. It requires you to step outside your comfort zone, to confront your fears, and to unlearn everything you thought you knew about what's possible at any given age. I know it's hard. I know it's scary. But it is also liberating, because it's about giving yourself permission to evolve. What would your life look like if you stopped worrying about what you should be doing and started focusing on what you want to do? Whether you're in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s, reinvention is not a luxury. It's a necessity for personal growth. It's about understanding that your story is still being written and you have the power to shape it. So don't be afraid of aging. Don't fear career changes. And don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. The best part of your life is not behind you. It's still ahead. And you have everything it takes to make the next chapter your best one yet.